So we started with Scarlet and Violet base set, then moved to Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, 151, Paradox Rift, Paldean Fates, Temporal Forces, Twilight Masquerade, Shrouded Fable, and Stellar Crown. There's a few other things here. I'm using Poker Collector, a really good website if you ever do want to go through every card that's ever been printed in English or Japanese. Let's start off with Scarlet and Violet base set. Now, I'm going to go right to the art rares, and my favorite card from the beginning has to be this Gardevoir here. Genuinely one of the most beautiful cards in the set. You can even see the Rolls in the background in the photographs because they were younger and the Gardevoir hadn't evolved yet. I think this card, honestly, is so slept on. The story being told in this card may be the best of the entire Scarlet and Violet era. And look, I've got a whole folder of these. I really believe in this card. I just think it's one of the most beautiful cards. The artwork is gorgeous. The storytelling is gorgeous. And Gardevoir is one of the most iconic Pokemon. A few other really beautiful cards in this set. The Starly, this one here is really pretty. I do like the Squovit. That's cute. The two legendaries, Miraidon and Coraidon, great cards. One of them in a city setting, one of them in a jungle type setting. Miriam is very popular as well. As I skim through the art rares, the Rolts and the Culia are just really such great cards and complement the Gardevoir. Now, in my top 10, spoiler alert, Gardevoir will be in there. I also like the Slowpoke in this set. And this is one thing I don't understand about Scarlet and Violet base set. I just feel like it's such a slept-on set. There are such great artworks within it. And this Slowpoke, I don't understand. Is he on a Greek island? Is this what he is? Is he? I mean, those pebble stones there and the white, the blue, is Slowpoke on a Greek island? Because I've always thought, how cool would it be if you had Pokemon in an ancient Greek kind of world, and they could create mythological Pokemon that tied in with the mythical aspects of ancient Greece. Like you could have the Minotaur as a Pokemon, Pegasus. There's so many opportunities. I think they've slept on that as well. But yeah, this card here, I don't know if it's going to make my top 10 at the end. You'll have to wait and see. But I absolutely do love the artwork. And the card has gained some traction. It is worth a bit of money. So people are loving it with me. All right, moving on to Paldea Evolved, Poker Collector. Just a plug for Poker Collector. Not that they need my plug, but honestly, it is the best website when it comes to wanting to research Pokemon sets. If you want to upskill yourself and learn about the Pokemon sets, this is the best website to do it, in all honesty. A lot of these trainer special rares are fantastic. The Iono, the Grusha, these are great cards. The Dendra, these are great. But they're not the ones that I'm drawn to. This Art Rare Raichu, great card. And one that's gained a lot of value. And yeah, love it. The 1-2 punch is with this Magikarp. 203 of 193. Shinji, is it Shinji Kanda? Has created this artwork. If you have a look at it really closely, you can see there's a Gyarados in the background. And if you look at that, there's a Gyarados in the background. There seems to be a mountain with a waterfall. So much is going on in this card. So much, like it seems like there's coral or plantation around the waterfall. There's electrical jolts. I don't know where they're coming from. Moving on to Obsidian Flames, and there are a couple of good cards here. I like the Pidgeot EX. This card is really pretty. It's very cartoony. I know that it's a bit divisive. Some people don't like it. They don't like the Pidgey art line design. I do like it. And I do like the Pidgey, and I do like the Pidgeotto. And I think these are very cheap cards that could really gain in value. Sometimes the goal is to buy low and sell high. These are very low right now in price. Might be worth purchasing some. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like the symmetrical aspect of it. I think there's a lot going on. Looks like shards of ice or crystal as it is. The terraform there. Infernal Rain. It's, a really pretty card to hold in your hand, but I'm not going to put it in my top 10. This Scizor, really nice. The Ninetales, really nice. The Cleffa, really nice. These three are very good cards. And I think the Cleffa, Should be really highly considered to make at least an honorable mention to my top 10 at the end of this video. It's a beautiful card. I don't even know if it's standing on ice or if it's walking on water. I don't know what it's doing, but it's a beautiful card. The Gloom is underrated. The Gloom is underrated. Okay, so for this set, I absolutely love the Venusaur EX. When I get that up, the artwork is just, again, incredible. Artist this time being, if I can get the name correct, it's Yorayuki Ikegami, and Venusaur sitting in a bed of different forest colored flowers. Just an incredible piece of art. I really appreciate that. I think this card's the one that I've always gravitated to when it comes to a visually appealing card. Probably my favorite one. So from this set, I'm going to go the Venusaur EX. When I look at the art rares, there's so many here to mention. I have to be honest. I love so many of these cards. But uh, the Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, um, Venusaur line, the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard line, and the Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise line, all elite. The Pikachu's elite, the Psyduck, and the Poliwhirl. I love those two. The Poliwhirl in particular, the Dragonair is gorgeous. This set's got a lot of really good cards, and I think there's one a lot of people are talking about. Okay, I want to invest in Pokemon. What do I buy? What do I buy, mate? If you could get your hands on a Pokemon Mew Ultra Premium Collection and you just hold on to that and keep it sealed, I guarantee you're going to be surprised in 5, 10 years how much money that thing is going to cost. Because this set is obsessive. People are obsessed with this set. They love it. Moving on to Paradox Rift. Okay, so we've got the Altaria EX flying through the sky. Gorgeous card. I love the Parasol Lady. Really nice. The Roaring Moon EX. The The Golisopod EX. This card's a bit slept on. Gorgeous card. Very nicely illustrated by Oku. The Magby. The Magby is not even talked about as a card that people like. I have not heard much conversation about it. He is in a pool of lava, treating it like a swimming pool of water. What an absolute baller. This card is so good. It is so good. It kind of gives me Cleffa vibes, right? But just a different, it's a nice small baby Pokemon. And it's just kind of centralized in the middle of where you would expect its habitat to be, whether it's Cleffa in the moonlight or Magby in a pool of lava off a volcano. Both those cards, they really do pop for me. I love them. And I don't know whether they're going to be worth a lot of money long term, but I look at them, I like them, and I want to put them in my binder. That's pretty much how I feel about those cards. The top card in Paradox Rift, this is clearly the best card of the set. It's the Groudon. So Groudon, um, it speaks for itself. Again, maybe Magby is up that volcano inside a pool of lava, but Groudon is on the ground, ready for war. Absolutely gorgeous card. 199 from 182, illustrated by a Nari Kabe, and one of the most popular cards and one of the priciest ones as well. I think when Scarlet and Violet got released initially, I wasn't expecting these art rares to blow up and be worth as much money as the Groudon has ended up being worth, as much as the Magikarp has ended up being worth. I wasn't expecting that kind of value from these cards, but they deserve it because the illustrators they've hit it out, they've hit it for a 6. If I'm going to give a cricket metaphor, they've hit it for a 6. Great cards. The only thing missing from these and the special illustration rares is the texture. I am a huge fan instantly of this Gardevoir EX. I actually think it's better than the Mew, the Bubble Mew as people call it, and I rate it above this Charizard EX as well. I don't know how some of you feel, but this Gardevoir EX, I think Gardevoir's got 2 cards that will probably be in my top 10 because it's an absolutely stunning card. This is majestic. It actually feels like it's magic. And I love the Wooper in the background there in awe of Gardevoir's beauty. I think that is just a nice touch. So Temporal Forces has a few really nice cards. The Walking Wake, the Morty's Conviction with Gengar coming out from the ground, Iron Crown EX, Iron Boulder EX, Raging Bolt EX. There's a lot of beautiful cards here. When you move to the art rares, the Ghastly, the Arbok, Metagross, even the Lickitung. Some really nice cards here. All right, Twilight Masquerade. Everyone's talking about the best card from the set, the Greninja EX. Personally, I find it very busy and I'm not drawn to it. I'm not attracted to it as much as I am to a separate card in this set. And I don't know, I think I'm drawn to cards where I can kind of form a bit of a story in my mind as to what's going on. And in this Eevee, you can clearly see there's a lot of them, and they're in a room, like in a living room, and they're all playfully bouncing on the couch and having a nap, and they're all just so cute. No surprise, this card is worth so much money. No surprise at all. All right, so we're left with Shrouded Fable and Stellar Crown. Shrouded Fable, it's the Persian. The Persian is gorgeous. I love the Persian. The Cresselia is gorgeous too. But Houndoom, this one. In fact, I don't know where the hate comes from. I don't know where the hate comes from for this set. I love this Houndoom. In a little pool, looks like on a deck, maybe a gazebo. I don't know. A lot of Pidgeys. Everyone's enjoying the water. So, yeah, just a beautiful card. And Squirtle looks so happy. All right, now, officially, let's start with the list. My honorable mentions. I've got a few honorable mentions. I'm going to go with the Chatot from Temporal, the card that looked like they were hanging musical notes on the clothing lines, and it actually makes some musical sound. That's an honorable mention. The Squirtle and the Bulbasaur from Stellar Crown, another honorable mention. The Alakazam and the Poliwhirl from 151, Houndoom and Persian from Shrouded Fable. Those two as well. They're my honorable mentions. Now we start with my top 10. At number 10, the Infernape Art Rare from Twilight Masquerade. Number 9, the Groudon from Paradox Rift. Number 8, the Eevee Art Rare from Twilight Masquerade. Number 7, the Raichu from Paldea Evolved. Cleffa from Obsidian Flames, the Art Rare. 5, the Gardevoir from Paldean Fates. Number 4, we've got the Psyduck from 151. 3, the Venusaur from 151. Number 2, the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved. I had it down as my number 1 for so long, but I had to change my mind because there's one card that I fell in love with it a second time. It's the Gardevoir. Number 1, the Gardevoir from the Scarlet and Violet base set. And I'm going to say it's the Gardevoir line, which includes the Waltz and the Keelia. They are the best cards from the Scarlet and Violet era. And the reason why I think they're the best cards is because there are no cards that tell a better story than these three. The Rolts, 211 from 198. You can see they're moving into a brand new home. They're unpacking boxes. There's a picture of their wedding day. The couple, their wedding day is a picture of their wedding day. They're young. They're hopeful. They're excited to start this new life together. The evolved form, the Keelia, 212 from 198. Rolts has evolved. There's toys all over the floor. There's even a little doll Rolts at the corner of the table there, of that coffee table. And the couple have now had their first baby. You can see there's a photograph on the background added to the wall that includes Keelia, the new baby, mum and dad. There are more memories. There's more clutter in their house. There's more character. A house is turned now into a home. The evolved form now, we have got the Gardevoir EX. And now mum and dad have become grandparents, I think. Grandma is knitting. Gardevoir has fully evolved. In the background, you can see there are some school shots. There are some more photos. There's a little lemon tree. There's more plantation. The toys are gone because the kids have grown up. There's some tea at the table. I just really love these three cards, and a big, credit again to Hiro Sasumo, who has created this masterpiece. Anyway, so there's my top 10 list. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.